Hey guys, and welcome to Journey Ryan Live right here on My Psychic Connection. Guys, it has been hopping all week long. It has been so great to be back with you guys and having so much fun. We've had a lot of great readings, seeing a lot of awesome faces coming back and joining us and just being a part of the My Psychic Connection family. We love being here. We love doing this for you guys. So just a few rules as we go forward. Guys, if you have a general question, don't ask it. Go ahead and give us a specific question so we can get down to the meat of what you're wanting to know. Yay, Journey's back. Big hugs. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Thank you so much. When it comes to general, guys, if you want a general read, you can go over to mypsychicconnection.com where we got more time to dive in deep, because general reads can take you into many different directions. You never know what's going to come to the surface when you get a general. So some things that you may not want the rest of the world to know, trust me, I've done it live on the radio. I've been doing this for 15 years, guys. And I'm going to smack you right in the face and go, oh, wait a minute, shut up, don't say that on the air, holy shit. Yeah, we don't want any of those moments. I've had to tell somebody when they asked me, give me a general, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but the person that you're with is, energy says, yay, it's Journey Ryan. And so the person that they were with, I wasn't looking to see who was sitting beside them. I was looking at the energy in which they asked me for this general, and the first thing that popped up is that the person that they were with was cheating on them. And I said it. And then all of a sudden you hear F-bombs and all kinds of stuff. And unfortunately, we stopped doing those. And so that way that never happened again, because it was live on the air and it was on the radio station when we did it. I was just like, wow, that was a big mess. So it's best to do private general readings. That way any of the things that you're wanting to talk about that could end up being the thing that pops up for the strongest part of your energy, you want to make sure that we keep that quiet. So that's what we ask. Give us that specific question, because if you're getting a free reading, we got 2 minutes to dive in. So let's make sure that we get to that specific question. Guys, if you are asking medical or legal, please don't. We are not medical or legal professionals. We cannot provide that information. There are some countries where it's not legal. We are a world listened to station, so we are heard all over the world, and we cannot provide those type of answers, because some people are asking questions from other countries, and we don't want to violate any of those rules. So in order to protect us and to protect you, we do not answer those questions. Guys, we've had such a great show lineup so far. We still have one more day before we call it our weekend. And we've got 2 more shows coming. And tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, we've got Destiny K, Divine Love and Light. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we've got Cassidy the Card Slinger. Guys, make sure you're checking those shows out. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm going to tell you right now, we've got some other things coming up. Other shows will be added as we go further on. Not all the shows that you see today are going to be all the shows you'll see this season. There are more shows coming in later. People that you've seen before, people that you know, that were in summer seasons and past shows, and guests and things of that nature. They will be returning as well and having their own shows moving forward. So looking forward to that, and I hope you guys get a chance to listen in. Make sure we're sharing this out far and wide as we can, because we want to get to as many people as we possibly can, and sharing this out is caring. So let's do the sharing so we can get that caring going on. Let's see all those beautiful emojis, guys, because I will be doing an emoji contest and giving away a free reading with the Sacred Forest. You'll get a 3-card pull to see what the Sacred Forest has to say for you, and they talk really well to you, and they get to the heart of some problems, or even talk about things that you possibly may have not even thought of. So the Sacred Forest is absolutely amazing. Looking forward to bringing that reading forward. I wonder what they have to say tonight. So, guys, without further ado, we're going to get this show on the road. And, guys, if you like any of the readings from any of the readers here at My Psychic Connection, go over to Journey Ryan Live. .com and go to review and send out some reviews. We've already got some great ones this week so far. I'd like to see more of those beautiful reviews because, guys, we are going to have some contests when it comes to the reviews because the people who put the best review, the person who posts the best review each week will get the opportunity to win a free reading with us on our Friday shows that will be airing soon. Journey and Friends will be coming back. We're going to be, but it's going to be probably around the second week of October when those shows restart airing. So make sure we're checking those out. Looking forward to talking to you guys. Let's get to some questions. Who do we got first? We've got Unique. Will Jabari and I get married, or will this just be a seasonal thing? Well, honey, you already know this isn't a seasonal thing. It feels though that when you ask questions like this to yourself, and then you ask them on here, you're confusing yourself. Because a part of you is not trusting the situation, you're not trusting the process, and then when you want to trust the process, you want to move it too quickly. Now, as it comes to you guys, I told you I saw a future between you and Jabari. I've seen it. I've seen you guys living under one roof. I felt like you guys were moving in a new direction that would take you guys under that roof. But allow this time to develop the relationship. Don't put all this pressure on yourself. Because I feel like you're putting pressure on yourself, which is putting pressure on the relationship. Don't make this harder on yourself. You want to enjoy what you have and allow yourself to grow. Flow of things. Don't try to push yourself so hard to say, well, if this ain't the guy I'm going to marry, then I'm done already, when they haven't done anything wrong. It's not saying that you're not going to marry him. I did see marriage for you, but it's not right now. I just want you not to put that type of pressure on this relationship, because it will be the type of pressure that cracks this relationship. And then what is to be will not become. So don't put this type of pressure on yourself, Unique, because you want this relationship. And I see that you can have this relationship. I see that he wants it too. But you guys need to kind of go with the flow of things, one step at a time, one day at a time, hell, even 1 hour at a time. Allow things to flow a little bit more fluidly. Do not try to, push everything too quickly, because it'll throw off your guys' rhythm. And right now, you guys have a great rhythm. And the next thing I could say about the situation when it comes between you and Jabari, allow yourself to trust again. Your fears take over, and it's kind of affecting your relationship. So don't allow that to happen either. All right, Unique. Thank you so much for that question. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, make sure we're sharing out. Let's see those thumbs up. Let's see those hearts. Guys, make sure we're liking, subscribing, and following, depending on where you are watching this program. If you're on iHeartRadio, guys, make sure you guys are downloading our app on there. That way you guys can tune in anytime that we go live. All right. Also, we have a full moon, a full harvest moon in Aries that's going to be happening this Friday. It's going to be, I think it's like 9:57 is when it's complete, or when it starts. 9:57. We're full moon, harvest moon, super moon. It's just a hell of a moon. Let's just say that. And if you are an Aries, you're going to see this energy. It's going to take the energy that you currently have, and it's going to triple it. I feel like the energy is definitely going to, I definitely feel like the things are going to change how you see things. Aries can be, you get the good energy from Aries, but if you get too powerful of an Aries, you're going to find yourself in a very bad place. So let's try to see if we can't balance out. Let's see if we can't use some of our other energies to help balance that out. Don't put yourself in a situation where you get all me, and not thinking about the things around you, the people around you, or feeling like you're not getting your way, because that'll turn negative on you. All right. Well, let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? All right, we got Paula. Paula says, hello, had to make a hard decision today, and I was wanting to know if I made the right decision today or not. Well, honey, you've made a lot of decisions today. So in order for me to go further as to which decision you're talking about, because I'm seeing that one decision triggered multiple decisions. It was like you're trying to clear out things from your life. So from what I can tell of the situation, not knowing exactly which decision you're talking about, I do feel like you've paved the way for some good things here for you. So you started off good, but I really feel like you're over analyzing and you're being extra critical. And there are some things that you are not you're not thinking clearly because you're in that mindset of I have to change this, and if I have to change this, I got to do this and this and this and this. And you didn't have to do that. You needed to change the one thing and allow things to slowly start dismissing themselves from that situation. Don't go overboard. Don't push it. Guys, this energy, that pushy energy I was telling you about, it's already creeping up. That's that Aries energy that's about to hit. We're already feeling that weight, that power's building. So be careful with that. Now, when it comes to making decisions for yourself, I wouldn't try to push anything else right now. I would let things settle down. Let them find their balance. You've done a lot of decision making in these last 48 hours. It's not just today. This has been happening for 48 hours. I'm seeing a lot of emotional pressure on yourself to a breaking point where you felt that you needed to make this decision because finally the dam burst. You could no longer turn another cheek. You couldn't store any more of that anger away or that hurt. All this. Ooh, Paula, that was a lot. There is a lot there. There's a lot to dissect when it comes to that situation. When you said just the one part of it, I was just like, there is so much. Which decision are you talking about? Because you make quite a few decisions and they all play off each other, but some of them feel forced and some of them were good decisions for you, but then there's decisions that were unnecessary. You didn't have to make those decisions. It would happen on its own. We sometimes need to make a decision and look at this. Now, this is a collective message. We have to make a decision and allow things to fall into place. You can't force things to happen. Sometimes we'll force something to happen and then we get a bad feedback from it or something bad because we were going too quickly. We need to allow things to happen on their own. Once you're like, I got to make this decision, so I need to stop doing this. And then you stop. Allow that moment so you can see if that is the situation that you need to stop. There are people that make these decisions and then fall back on making those decisions because they decided that, well, that was the wrong decision because everything bad and negative happened. Well, but you also made this decision, that decision, you forced it to happen rather than allowing it to happen naturally. There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself, but forcing things out is not always a good thing. Test things out. Make sure this is the decision you wanted to make in the first place. So don't do it all at once. That's like I know people that try to quit smoking cold turkey and then 3 hours later are smoking a half a pack of cigarettes when they could have just smoked the 3 that it would have taken them versus the half a pack. So it was even worse for them the second time around. So don't try to force it. Ease off. Check things out. Make sure it is what you're looking to do and what you are wanting to do. It's just better planning for yourself. And that way it doesn't come as such a huge overload because emotions go both ways. And if you pull too much out of yourself and cut things off, you're going to feel like things are missing. You could fall into depression. There's a lot of things that can happen when we do things like that. So be careful about how we let go of things. Do it easily. Do not overwhelm yourself. Because even though you're letting something go, it can still be overwhelming. You had an attachment. That's the reason why it was there in the first place. Those connections are strong. All right. Well, let's keep it going. We're having a very emotional day here so far. I can feel that Aries energy already on the planet. And it's not even here yet. But it's traveling. It's coming to us. All right. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Audrey. Hopefully I'm awake for this. Laugh out loud. Should I start watching Wesley's stepsister's granddaughter, a 9-month-old girl? I'm sure I'm going to home now while training for fostering. Thanks. I'm assuming you meant that you were going to be home, and this would. What I'm going to say when it comes to babysitting, and that's exactly what I felt like this was. Are you doing it out of the kindness of your heart? Are you getting a little bit something for it? In all honesty, when it comes down to it, as much as you would like to be able to help somebody out, in this scenario, I really feel like you need to be charging for it. I don't feel, for what reason I see now, I do not see this as something you should just be doing for free. I feel as though if they see it like that, there won't be abuse of the child being brought to you. Because I can feel being taken advantage of, but if you're being paid to do so, that taking advantage of you will not be there. Not that you don't care, I'm not saying that, but I want you to still be respected, and I don't want you to feel used in the same manner. But also with you trying to train for foster care, I get you think having the kids around is going to help train you for that. But also when you're in that type of mentality, trying to learn the ins and outs of being a foster parent, you're going to need your focus on what they're trying to train you, because you're going to need to know all the information that's available to you in order for you to go forward with this. So just make sure you don't overwhelm yourself. And I know you're going to be home. Audrey, thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, let's make sure we are sharing out far and wide. Let's try to get to as many places as possible. We're going to keep it going and take some more calls. Or I said calls. I got in radio minds a minute ago. And so let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We've got Mahesh. Mahesh says, you know, Nilofar got engaged. Is it a good idea to deliver her flowers and a note? And will her brother do it for me? Well, the brother would do it for you, because the thing about that is that he likes to stir the pot. So he has no problem with stirring the pot. He's like, hey, it's not me. I'm not the one doing it. I'm just the messenger. But she is going to enjoy the fact that you've provided flowers, because the engagement is, again, this looks like this is brought on by her family, like the arranged marriage. She's not happy about it. This is not who she wants to be with. Even the person that she's being forced to marry in the situation, he don't want to be in this either. He won't even care that you gave her flowers. As a matter of fact, they would encourage him to pull back and let them know that there is somebody else, that there is, and the words that I was getting is that there's a suitor that is looking to pursue, you're trying to pursue her. So it will give him an out, because this is not the marriage that he wants. And I'm not saying this because I don't see her to be a bad looking person, but I don't feel like he's physically or mentally attracted to her. There's no attraction either way. It's not a mental attraction, not a physical attraction. This is a forced, we're going to make you like somebody. It's not good. And it would never work out anyways. So Mahesh, if you want to send out them flowers with a, now I'm going to say this, if you're going to be the guy who puts out a great message, it better be the best message. Don't make it 3 sentences long. Don't make it 2 words long. Write. Put some expression out there. Show her your interest. Allow her to see it. Mahesh, it's funny, and I know that's a little bit of stirring the pot there, but it's okay, because I feel like everything's going to be all right, and it'll work out for you. Thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, this is our first week back from the summer season. We were off for 3 weeks, and now we're back. We've got all kinds of shows and more shows on the way. So, guys, make sure we're tuning into those shows and having a good time. Make sure you guys are watching our YouTube channel and our Facebook channel to see what shows are going to be airing next. We're looking forward to talking to each and every one of you. Let's keep it going and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Amanda T. It says, will I find the spiritual mentor meant to help me best soon, or have we already met? So Amanda, when it comes down to you learning your spiritual gifts and wanting to, it's developed to that. I feel as though there's a reason there's the silence in the sense of finding the spiritual teacher. You want it now, but the universe does not feel that you are ready yet. The person that would train you as a spiritual teacher is within your grasp, capable of communicating with this person, but allowing yourself not to want to have it happen now. I do not feel that you are going to. I don't feel like you're going to be able to take it as seriously as you think you might. I do feel as though that the energy that you've got going on around you, there's some balance that needs to happen. So I feel as though that you need to take yourself a little bit more seriously to actually start to believe in some of the things that you're feeling, because I feel that the doubt that you have currently for yourself would stop you from moving forward. I don't believe that you would be able to absorb the knowledge that you would need in order to be able to make that happen. So start trusting in yourself. Start taking this a little bit, give it that more serious thought about what it is that you feel. Write some of this stuff down, journal it. When it comes to finding that mentor that you're looking for, I do feel that you will get there, but right now is not the time, because you've got to find some balance in your personal life in order for you to be able to accept the spiritual stuff that is going to be brought. Because being someone spiritual and seeing things and, psychic tarot reader, it's a lot of energy, and you've got to find yourself balance. And I tell all the psychics that are here at My Psychic Connection, if you do not feel that you are capable of finding balance and being able to look at things from a different perspective, do not read. Do not read. It's very important. You've got to be at a mental balance in order for you to be able to read somebody else's energy. Because if you come in and someone asks you a question, says, makes sense, thank you, you're so welcome, Amanda. But if someone comes in and their energies are, all high and full of anxiety, and then you come in and your energy's all, taking left turns for absolutely no reason and licking lead walls, you're not going to get good information. You're going to get a little bit of crazy and with high anxiety. That sounds like a terrible mixture, and I would never want that type of a reading. And I don't think anybody should get that type of a reading, because you're not going to find anything good in it. So then all that does is add to the that person having already bad anxiety, and now this person is like feeling their anxiety. So if you're not feeling it yet, or you need to find that balance, do so you can open yourself up to finding that balance. All right. Well, thank you so much for that question. I do say thank you for that. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at 1,000 screens here. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We've got Taylor. What's going to happen between me and Daniel, and are we still going to date when he moves? So I do feel like he does. It's not that he wants to let you go. I don't see that he wants to separate from you, but he is worried. There's a fear there that if he moves, you still want to be with him. The fact that you could possibly break his heart by kicking him to the curb, because when you're not in front of me anymore, I'm going to start finding that love somewhere else. And that's what he fears. Now, you have fear on your end, but it's not the fact that he won't be here. Your fear is you've been hurt in the past, you don't want to be hurt again, and you think that he would meet somebody new. He feels that part you guys are on the same level on. Taylor says, bro, I was going to break up with him. Yeah, he feels it. He feels it. Why would you break up with him? Just because he's moving? I know long distance relationships are hard, But I'm going to tell you, if there is not trust in a relationship from a person that is from another area or lives in another area, that relationship will never work. She says, I did not want to go through another heartbreak. Like, he's feeling the same. You guys need to communicate because you are feeling the same shit. It's like what you're thinking, he's thinking it too. She goes, and I mean, it's close to, but he's in medical school and it's a lot to deal with. Right. But the damn bell. Got me right there at the end. But I'm going to tell you right now, make sure that you talk, communicate. Says, I told him to keep reassuring me. He thinks I'm crazy, but he deals with it. We deal with things that we wouldn't typically deal with when it comes to someone that we love. And Taylor says, thank you, Journey. You are so welcome. I love all the beautiful hearts. But we go through, when we're dealing with somebody, if we don't communicate, you won't realize how often that one person is feeling and thinking the same thing as the other and seeing it in the other person. Why? One person can start off with that vibration. The other one starts to feel it and thinks it's them. And then they start to feel them with that same vibration. And then boom, you guys are both feeling the same damn thing, but nobody's talking. Have a conversation. To put right, absolutely, conversate. School's not forever. It's not forever. It's just a moment in time. A moment in time. She says, right, transmuting energies. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, we do that to ourselves. There is something that when I was in school, she put, thank you, you're so welcome. When I went to school, there was something that when I was going to, because I became a therapist, so we would talk about things, and I put it in the class, and I told everybody that, we shouldn't assume that we know what the other person's thinking. Don't do a psychic reading on someone when you're not the psychic. You're just thinking, because the energies you're picking up are not from them, they're from you. Don't psychoanalyze somebody when you don't know what they're thinking. Even us psychics are not mind readers. We look at the events that are happening. We're watching things taking place. Psychic and therapist, congrats. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, I decided that, I wanted to speak up at my class and say, we need to stop psychoanalyzing these people and don't put what you're feeling onto them as that's what they're doing, because a lot of times we're wrong with that. Oh, that's why you're so connected spiritually and mentally. Absolutely. It went hand in hand for me. It went hand in hand. All right. So the thing is don't psychoanalyze somebody when you're feeling a certain way. If we start feeling negatively, it's going to continue to keep building. That's why it's best for us to have that type of communication between the person that you're with and yourself. You guys need to have that. The best relationships are the relationships that are filled with communication, understanding, and trust. Do not do this to yourself. Do not just assume. Talk. And don't expect your partner to be able to read your mind. Well, they should just know. No, they shouldn't, because you don't speak up. If you don't speak up, you don't get shit. And I don't feel bad for you for not getting it because you didn't speak up. I've seen it happen thousands and thousands of times. If you don't speak up, you don't get what you need. That's why I say get those direct questions to me, because you need to be able to put that out there. Taylor, laugh my ass off. That's me too. I'd be like, read my mind. As easy as that would be, well said. Thanks, Amanda. But yeah, just don't expect someone to be able to read your mind or read your body language. Or the one thing I've seen the most of is when someone, let's say a couple, the woman gets up and she goes to the room, she slams the door. She's mad. He didn't hear anything she said. But then he didn't get up to chase her. He didn't hear what she said. He can't read her mind. She won't tell him what she said. So she sits in a room by herself and then gets pissed off for the fact that he didn't chase her. You can't do that to yourself. Can't do that to yourself. Speak up. That way you can solve your problems. It helps. Sometimes it may cause a deeper conversation, but you know what? It's a much needed conversation. All right, I'm gonna keep taking questions here, stop rambling on about that, and take the next one in line. Who do we got? Oh, I already did that one. Love says, hi, Journey. Do you know my future husband looks, please? Well, we've talked about this, Love, before in the past when it comes to the person that you're supposed to be getting with. So I'm going to leave it to that, saying that nothing has changed. But what I do want to say on the fact of love, you're wanting to know what your husband looks like, and I get that, and that feels fun to you. But I'm a serious reader, so I take this very seriously. And I'm going to tell you what I see when it comes to you finding love is you needing to open the door to allow yourself to be loved, allow yourself to meet new people, to let someone in order for you to get to that husband. Because the longer you wait to do that, the longer it's going to take in order for you to get to that person. And sometimes that will change because someone doesn't take the steps that they need to in order to open themselves up to love. Love, I know your name is Love, but you're actually kind of closed off when it comes to partnership. And that's only based off the things that you've been through. You're scared to love in the same way that you have in the past. You've been hurt, you've loved and lost, but you know what? We are here for the experience. We're here to meet. You're here to meet new people. You know, the people that were in your life have played their part. Now it's time to be a part of somebody else, but you've got to be open to that. Or the person that we talked about prior and what they look like will change. So to say, what is my husband going to look like, is actually based on you. And opening yourself up and allowing that door to open so you can find love, so you can find the true love person that you're meant to be with. Because as of right now, I don't see what but if you wait too long, it will. Thank you so much, Love, for your question. I do appreciate it. Mash says, thank you so much. You are so welcome. Guys, make sure you guys are posting those beautiful emojis. I want to see as many emojis as I possibly can. Let's see those hearts, those thumbs up. And guys, make sure you're following us on our YouTube channel. And we're going to go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? Excuse me, one second. Getting cotton out there for a minute. All right, Raphael says, hi there. What type of romantic connection am I going to get into next? See, that question almost kind of feels like a trick question because a part of you wants to be loved, but there's a part of you that would rather meet up with somebody, kind of test the waters out for a few minutes, and then haul ass and meet somebody new. So I don't feel that you're committing to that situation. I feel as though it's something that you want when it comes to a deeper love, but there isn't been a person that you've connected to that you can connect with on that level. And what I'm going to say to you on this is that you need to move out of the circle that you're currently in. You need to go outside. You need to expand, get away from what you've been in, because this is not it. The people that you know now, the even going on a dating app, and they put so true. But a part of you is you've got love to share. You want to be that deep romantic person, but you have not found anybody. Your heart is open to it, and then you find somebody that seems, you start seeing red flags right away. So you're just like, nope, gotta go. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. It's good that you see those things and that you don't stick around for those relationships. But for you to find a deeper connection, we're looking at another year before you find that actual love. And they put, but you know, that, and they put, oh my God, and yeah. See, the thing about you finding love, it's going to be about a year. So you're looking about this falling in love. Okay? We got the bell. Thank you so much for your question, guys. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing, following. Get us out to as many people as possible. We've got a full season full of shows. All right, Energy says, awesome show, loving the journey. I love the energy. See, it works both ways, Energy. Works both ways. You're loving the journey, and I'm loving the energy. And we got, thank you so much. You are so welcome. I do appreciate it. All right, guys. We're going to keep it going. We're having a lot of fun here. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Tiffany. Tiffany says, I feel like something is blocking me from realizing my goals. What changes should I make to get unstuck? So when it comes down to getting unstuck is, I get that you're a strong person, but when it comes down to actually making the decisions, you are stopping yourself from making them because you feel like they're too harsh. You feel like you're being too harsh. There are people that are taking advantage of you or using you to their benefit. Stop allowing people to use you, Tiffany. I feel like, yes, you're trying to be kind. I'm just trying to help, but you're helping the wrong people. Stop helping others and start helping yourself. That's what's happening, is all of your energy, your time, your effort is being dispersed over everybody else, and none of that energy is coming back to you because you're being sucked dry from energy vampires. They're all me, 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 and you're like, you. When do I get to sing the me, me, me part? You don't. Not with these fools. You're going to continue to keep getting sucked dry until you decide to cut them off. Shut the energy down. Now, you don't have to be a jerk. Well, some of them want to be a jerk too, but not everybody you have to be a jerk to. But you do have to pull your energy back. And that's not being selfish. That's caring for yourself. You can't do everything and give everything to everyone else and not have that energy for yourself to be able to move forward, Tiffany. I feel like you're getting punched left and right, and you're just like, oh, I'll take it. I got it. I'm strong. No, you're being drained. You're weakening. Don't allow them to take it. Take your energy back. Take back your power so you can grow. If they love you, they'll come back. And if they don't, it wasn't meant to be. Emma says, Journey's readings always entertain me and my warm heart. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys, let's keep it going. We're going to be doing that emoji contest winner here in just a moment. So let's get ready for that. And let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Haley T. What's up, Haley? She says, my situation with Hundu over. Is it over, or do we still have a chance to be something long-term of romantic relationship down the line? And thank you. So when it comes down to your situation, I don't get that this is over. But what I'm being told to tell you is that you need to allow yourself this time where the energy is not strong to allow them to show you some action. Let them take the lead in the situation. Let them put forth that energy. Let them make the next steps, as your focus and energy should be on something else. Do not allow them to take that focus from your school and the things that you need to do to move forward in life, because you don't want to be stuck in the same circle, because it will become a repeating pattern and you will start losing your way and things will not turn out the way you would want them to. So, Haley, I'm going to say allow them to come forward. I do feel like there's a romantic side of things. Right now is not that time. Let this time pass. Let him take control and speak his mind and speak his emotions to you. And that way you can see what you need. But right now, don't do that. Don't go out of your way. Allow him to come to you. I hope that helps. It's a lot of emotion, girl. And it's going to be hard. When we get into situations like that, it makes it hard for us not to want to reach out because we still care. But we've got to be strong for ourselves too. You know, we talk about being strong for everyone, doing this for everyone. Sometimes we have to be strong for ourselves. And that seems to be a pattern I'm seeing tonight about taking back your power and standing in your own strength. Because if you're strong for everybody else, you can be strong for yourself as well. And, you know, some of us who are out there being strong turn around and say, well, I feel like I'm the victim right now. Are you the victim, or did you learn a lesson? Allow yourself to learn your lessons, but don't consider yourself the victim. Ow, the fire's hot. Don't touch that shit. Kid, got it. You learned. Fire's hot. Ouch, it burns. No touch. 10-4. I don't know why the hell I just spoke like I was Tonto, but I just did. But let's keep it going, guys, because we got some amazing questions out here. Who do we got next? We got Taylor. It says, should I give Alex a chance to get to know? Should I give Alex a chance and get to know him, or does he have too much baggage? So when it comes down to what was their name again? I'm sorry. I got her name, but I forgot their name. Alex. Okay. Because I'm saying Taylor in my head. I'm like, it's not Taylor. It's Alex. Okay. So when it comes down to this situation, I feel like giving them a chance. I say to definitely open that door. But what I'm going to tell you is that you need to have some deep conversations. That means letting let the darkness out. That way the light can shine in. I do know that there's baggage there. I do know that things can be balanced out. But I do feel like things are going to get better between the two of you. It'll just take a little bit of time. I do feel like things are going to grow. But don't push it. Allow them to come to the surface with their emotions, because I do feel like there's a lot of good energy in this situation. There may be some baggage, but it's nothing you guys can't get past. I need you to be open to hear and listen, but I also need you to be open to communicate and tell them how you really feel when they communicate some of these deeper emotional issues that they've had in past relationships. It is the best way that you're going to be able to win this one is listen, then explain your side of it and how it makes you feel. But listen. Okay, the damn bell gets me every time. I could do a Destiny. I got the bell. And then she added a whole bunch of like Alvin and the Chipmunk shit behind it. I can't catch up. I can't catch up. All right, guys. We are at that moment, and let's go ahead and see who our emoji winner is. Who is our emoji winner? I'm waiting for it. Amanda T, you are the emoji winner, contest winner. Blah, blah, blah. Now I've got squirrelism. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and shuffle these cards. Let's see what they got to say for you, Amanda. So you've already had a reading, so let's see what other special message that these cards have in store for you and what Spirit may have to say. Let's go ahead and take a look. It's showing flow. Stop. She put, yay, this is going with the flow of things, not making things happen. Don't force. Don't swim up creek. Don't go against the current. Flow with the river. It is not a time for you to wear yourself out going against the current. That's all you're going to do. And then you're going to end up going that way anyways. So don't fight it. Float with it, girl. Grab a glass of wine, sit in your tube, and float down the damn river. Check out the view. Watch all the crazy. Look at all the beauty. There's all types of different things that you can be seeing while you're going down this river. But right now, it's not a time for you to go against the grain. It's not good for you. By that happening, by going with the flow, this gives you the time to heal. You haven't given yourself a chance to heal. So by not going against the current, you're going to allow yourself that chance to slow things down, heal, go with the flow. Remember, I was just talking to you about you trying to find that spiritual advisor. And before we even got to this, it was telling you, do not force it to happen. Allow things. Again, do not go against the flow. Go with the flow. Do not force things to happen. This is a pattern with you, Amanda. So this is a deep pattern because it's repeating itself again. All right. So with that, you're going to find that healing. Once you get to that healing point, you're going to find joy. This is what is needed for you right now. You may think that you feel good and you're in a good place, but you're not feeling the joy. She says, yes, allow divine timing. Exactly. This is a time for you to kind of sit back, go with the flow of things. Things will fall into place for you right now. If you try to force it, you're going to do things too soon. It's going to throw all of this out of balance, and it's going to be complete hellish chaos. You don't need that type of stuff in your life. So even when it comes to the spiritual divine things, like trying to find that mentor, you're not ready for it yet. So give yourself that time to heal, because once you heal, you're going to be able to be more open and more willing to accept the energy and the understanding of what this spiritual teachings are going to give you. Because if you go in like a bat out of hell, you're not gonna, yeah, I'm here and I got a spiritual teacher, but I can't catch on to anything. So don't allow yourself that way. Don't do that to yourself. Allow yourself to move forward, do what it is that you need to do. Sit in that damn inner tube, drink your wine, float down the river, and go, I'm not going against the current. I'm going where the current's taking me right now, because there's something that I haven't seen that I need to see in order to be able to heal myself. Once I get to that healing, I'm going to be able to find that joy. When I find that joy, I'm going to be able to go on my new spiritual journey. Allow the river to take you to your new place. She says, thank you so much. Sounds good. Absolutely, sweetheart. There is a lot going on for you there. I just want you to be able to make sure that you don't fight yourself, because that's a problem. And clearly, from one reading prior to this reading, was saying the same exact thing. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. You don't deserve that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your question. Or I said question. You didn't have to ask one for that one. Thank you for winning. Thanks for the emojis. Let's keep it going, guys. Who we got next? We've got Debbie. Debbie says, would like to know about love in future. Will I meet a new love soon in 2023? Who, when, where, and why? Okay. So this is a 2-minute. This is a 2-minute question. So you're going to get one of those questions. And I saw 5 question marks. So you're going to get one. When it comes to finding love this year, the answer is no. The answer is no. I don't see love for you this year. It's in 2024. The thing about love for you is that you have to change what's going on in your life. I don't see anybody that is going to allow you to feel that type of love, or finding that energy that would move you forward into love, where you felt comfortable to say, this is love, because I'm not seeing it. We're going into 2024. When I see you actually meeting somebody, that would happen. But right now, no. I feel like you've got a lot of work to do on yourself in order to be able to move forward. And I do not see that happening right now, because it's not time. It's not time, because you have a lot of things that you need to clear out of your way. And it's showing me here you've got a lot of things to focus on currently in order to get where you need to be. So in order for you to get that, I feel like you need to take a moment, slow down, take care of some things that are going on in your life right now, so you can find that balance. That balance will help you to become more social, to be more open, and allow yourself to go find love. But right now, unfortunately, I feel like you're looking at next year before you're finding true love, not someone you can go on a date with. Like a dinner or something. You need something more in depth than that. You need something deeper. And right now, that's the only type of relationships that I see. Well, Debbie, thank you so much. I wish I could say it was 2023. Unfortunately, I did not see that as, you know, as an answer for you at this time. But I do feel as though that you will find it. Just take what I said, listen back if you have to, hear what's happening, and then start taking action. All right. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got next? We've got Emma. Emma says, your prediction about me working on social media came true. My question to you is, when will I start to get more views so I can make more of a bigger, steady income? Thank you, my friend. So when it comes down to you moving forward and, you know, building up a following and doing these things, I honestly, we're looking at a year's time, but it's a slow growth. So I can't say 1 month is stronger than another. I do feel like this will slowly increase over time, but I do not feel like there is such a huge, like, oh, I can say, oh, January, it's going to be like, whoa, it's so big. No, it's slowly just going up. But you, the thing that I'm picking up is that you need to be consistent. And right now it's giving you a little bit of that little shakiness. So don't put yourself in a position where you're like, oh, I don't feel like it today. Oh, I don't want to do this today. Oh, I don't want to. You keep doing things like that, you're going to find yourself in a place where you're going to see things declining rather than staying, you know, steadily going up. And that's what I'm being told. She says, yes, you're definitely right. Don't do that to yourself, because some days we don't feel like getting out of bed. Some days we don't feel like we should be, you know, online or going to work. You just want to stay home, sleep. Well, you know what? Give yourself a day off, but do not do it when people are expecting things. That's when you start letting people down. That's when they start going away. I get shy and I care too much about what others think. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, there are people that think they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I call them keyboard trolls, and they're going to say things. They're going to do things. It's something that you're going. You got to build that tough skin. It takes a lot, but even when you have that tough skin, sometimes words can hurt, but you got to remember to take power over yourself and know to keep moving and keep doing what you feel and love is great. All right. Thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. And guys, don't forget, there is a super moon on Friday, so make sure you check it out. It's a super harvest moon. We got 1 million planets in retrograde, so that's only going to be fun to amplify it. And and she said, exactly, you're amazing. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Now, the thing is that make sure you guys are ready for this moon. It is going to be really strong, so try your best to try to keep your emotions in check. I do feel like they're going to push you in a certain way, and I'm not saying it's in a good way. I feel like we're very mouthy. We're very mouthy. Things we wouldn't say. All of a sudden, we're just saying it. It's like, oops, word vomit. It can definitely be, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's funny, but not everybody else is going to think that. So be careful. Be careful. Just thank the Lord that Mercury's not retrograde right now. Because it would have been really bad. But guys, make sure you guys are checking out that moon. It's going to be awesome. It's also a harvest moon. It's a super moon. And this is a double super moon. Okay, so we had one this month already. Now we're having another super moon this month. And this happens, I believe Squirrel said it happens every 8 years. So her studies, I'm taking it from her mouth to my ears, from my ears to my mouth to y'all. So that's what you heard, 8 years. All right, guys, we are down to the last question of the night. It is that time. And let's go ahead and take our last question. Who do we got? All right. Almost said big ass. Big ass blues. So big bad blues says, should I keep my eye out for the one, Or are things always going to stay casual but loving between me and mine? I feel as though that you need to allow yourself to live. I don't feel that there's a missing of experience that is here. And I want you to be open to experience everything that you've got going on in your life. There's a lot of transitioning things happening around you, and it's going to be that way for the next 2 years. We've got 2 years of transition for you. So, like, it's not going to stop. Things are going to stay in a constant flux of change for you. It's going to be, this is different, this is different, this, and it's going to take you at least 2 years to fully figure out how you want to control that. Dang, sounds fun. Well, it can be if you allow yourself to live it and not fight it. And that's something that I saw can be a little bit of an issue, but allow yourself to live it. You're going to be meeting new people. I see finances are changing. The way that you see yourself, new projects coming your way, new household, like new house, location, everything is different for you. Nothing's the same. Nothing is the same. So this is going to take you 2 years to develop. Yep, I can confirm. The thing is that you can go with the flow of this and allow yourself to experience all this, or you can fight that current. Don't fight it. Allow yourself to grow, move forward. You're going to love it. I see so much positivity, but it is not going to stop. You're going to feel like you're on the go constantly, which is good. You need that. All right. Well, guys, that is it for our show tonight. Thank you so much. And Big Bad Blues. We're going to have to change that name because I keep wanting to say Big Ass Blues. Thank you, Journey. I'm excited. Good to know I don't have to worry about that stuff. Right, you don't. And Debbie says, love your hat. So cool, Journey. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Guys, thanks everybody for being here and being a part of our show. Don't forget, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be here with Destiny K, Divine Love and Light, followed by Cassidy the Card Slinger. Guys, make sure you guys are tuning in and checking those shows out. This is Journey Ryan saying good night, and I will see you guys all again on Monday.